Anthony.
Cunnilingus and psychiatry brought us to this.
On FM Talk at 102.7. The talk you can't ignore.
102.7 WNEW. It's Opie and Anthony. Hey, man. I guess we should admit it finally. We're just kind of goofing off today.
Yeah, why not?
Having fun, though. Hope you're enjoying the festivities. We got to clear something up for all those knuckleheads on the New York radio message board. We talk about the New York radio message board from time to time, right, Anthony?
Far too much, I think, but why not? They talk about us a lot.
It's basically this website where all these radio freaks discuss the most stupidest things about New York radio.
Yeah. Like with everything going on in New York radio, or everything you think would be going on in the #1 radio market, they discuss, like, the lamest crap. Whatever happened to, and then they throw out, like, call letters of a station I never heard of in my life.
Right.
You know, WNBC jingles from 1985. Where can I find them? What?
So they're having a really big, huge discussion today on the New York radio message board. God, these people have to get lives. They have to get lives. They're discussing NEW once again.
Yeah.
See, the other day, Ant and I went on the radio, and we said, you know what? We're sick of FM talk at 102.7. It does make sense. It's stupid.
It doesn't roll off the tongue.
Doesn't roll off the tongue. It means nothing. So Ant and I took it upon ourselves to, just dump FM talk at 102.7. Get rid of it.
It's called 102.7 WNEW.
I don't care what is going on at this radio station, but at 102.7, it's going to always be WNEW in the minds of true New Yorkers.
Right.
You know?
Famous call letters.
The most famous call letters in America, I must say. At least FM call letters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, honestly, this is how it started. The other day we just said, you know what? FM Talk 102.7 is just plain stupid.
Yeah.
And Ed and I said, from now on our radio show, we are not going to say FM Talk 102.7 anymore.
Yeah.
We're going to start saying 102.7 WNEW.
Absolutely.
Because that's what this place is. Simple as that, all right?
Yeah.
And I applaud the radio chick. She took our lead, and she decided the same thing.
Yes, bravo.
And that's the only other radio show I listen to here, so I don't know what else is going on. But I know Leslie's doing it, okay? So now they're discussing today how schizophrenic we are because, like, some of the jocks are saying 102.7 WNEW, and then they're still playing sweepers that say FM Talk 102.7. What's going on over there? This is what they're discussing.
It's okay. It's okay. It's a little transition phase.
You dopes, it's a transitional period. Of course, thank you, Anthony. We have so many production elements, they're called, hundreds of them, that just because the other day Ant and I said, we don't want to be called FM Talk 102.7, it's going to take everyone at least a week, I would say, to get rid of all the old production elements.
Yeah.
To get on the WNEW website and get rid of all the FM Talk at 102.7 logos. And that is what is going on here. End of discussion. Read one of the things they read about. They post about this.
Under the title of Identity Crisis at 102.7.
Yeah.
This guy Charles must have spent, oh my God, an hour composing this. Oh my God. It started last week. NEW turning into FM Talk. And, the Rock of the Millennium special. Like this guy. Were we having a Rock of the Millennium special?
We had a Rock of Millennium special because we don't have enough talk show hosts yet. So what else are we going to do? Hire a jock to take a crunch on the air? Play some music. That's all that was about.
Monday.
It's nothing.
Opie and Anthony said station would be NEW. Do away with FM Talk. On Tuesday, the radio chick also ID'd the station as NEW. Okay. Meanwhile, there are still bumpers, spots, and promos that say FM Talk. Why can't they take care of the old-fashioned way and have the voiceover for the spots they do go over the FM Talk with 102.7 WNEW? This guy, Charles, is just upset at the whole thing. He's freaking out, and then he goes on with another 15 paragraphs about how he can make the world a better place by
Nelson Riley?
By making NEW back the way it was.
Are you done with that post? Because I found a good one.
Yeah.
All right, Chris writes, the question here is, how bad does NEW want to go back to the rock format? Getting back Matt Devotie, Ralph, Carol Miller, and keeping O&A right where they are. Going back to the old station tag is the first step. Let's hope for a return to the rock of New York.
Well, let's announce it, Ope. Opie and I are going to mornings here at NEW, and we're going back to classic rock, and afternoons is being taken over again by Scott Muni. Thank you. I'm back.
Oh, God.
No, we're not going back to the rock in New York.
What a bunch of dopes.
Well, Opie, can you answer this question?
Sure.
The guy, Allan, that runs the radio message board. The New York radio message board.
Okay.
What is his occupation?
Can I have a multiple choice?
Okay. Is he a radio disc jockey?
Ooh, okay.
Is he a radio program director?
Okay.
Is he a radio salesperson?
Okay.
Or is he a dentist?
D, dentist?
Yes. The man that runs the radio message board in New York is indeed a dentist. Rinse. Hold on. That Novocaine might take a little longer to take effect. Let me write another post here. All right. Why O&A are bad for NEW. That'll hurt for a little bit. Don't worry. I'll write you a prescription.
And the crap they say about us on there is hilarious.
Hysterical.
It's hilarious. We sit home, we read every post about us, and we laugh our balls off.
Every single post. And I swear to God, some of those strings of posts go on for like 50 or 100 posts.
Right.
And we read every single one and giggle our asses off. You guys are hysterical. I don't know. They're made up of, I think, of people. Some of the people, very intelligent, very with it, know what's going on in radio. A lot of the people, though, I'm noticing, probably got into broadcasting maybe in the 40s as a radio operator for the Allied troops, and then got the job in radio here in the States, and are very bitter that their whole career in broadcasting has come down to listening to us and critiquing us on a radio message board.
Right.
And they don't like what we're doing because we're not traditional broadcasters.
That's right.
That come into work with the suit and tie.
They had posts about us like, farting and burping and coughing live on the air. That's not professional radio.
I'm sure every one of them have a picture, a black and white picture of themselves with the microphone, with the call letters. They're in the suit and tie with the headphones on.
Get my show together. I'm going on.
Edward R. Murrow.
Matt Devotie picking out some great classic rock for the show after us.
They want you back, man. Spinning some tunes from the giant wall OCDs.
What do you say, for old time's sake, we play Hotel California one more time? Come on, everyone. You with me?
Oh, my God. The board would come alive. They've done it. See? This proves they're going back to the rock of New York. Oh, my God.
Bunch of retards.
The Internet has just opened up a whole can of worms. Everyone has a forum now. The radio message board guy is a dentist. Everyone has a forum. There could be like the brain surgery page, and it could be hosted by a car mechanic. It doesn't matter. There's no accountability on any websites or Internet things or postings. There's zero accountability. You don't need your name. You don't need anything. That's why there's rumors that get started about people. That's why rumors make it to the newspapers about us and things that we're doing. Well, we're going to mornings, Ope.
Yeah, sure.
You know how many times I have to read that Opie and Anthony will be going to mornings? Allan, the radio message board dentist,
who's also Gene Dixon, because he does make those predictions, Anthony. All the time.
Predicted. One of his biggest predictions for 2000 is Opie and Anthony will be doing mornings.
Will be doing mornings.
Will be.
And let me tell you why, he says.
Yeah, because if they want him to do mornings, they will do mornings. They have no choice in the matter. Do you think Opie and Anthony wield enough power that they could say no to their bosses if their bosses say you're doing mornings? Hey, Allan. We could quit. We could just leave.
Yeah.
We were hired for afternoons. We enjoy it here.
And if we were offered mornings and if we didn't want to do it, we're not going to do it. They're not going to force us to do something we don't want to do. And
Let's say you had to fill a tooth, Allan, right? There's a little cavity in one of the bicuspids, okay? And someone just comes over and tells you, do a root canal or just pull the tooth. You would say, no, I'm a dentist. I know what I'm doing. I'm just going to fill it. You know, you don't have to yank the tooth out.
We're not doing mornings. We're not.
Stop it.
We're not stupid. There's no competition in afternoons. We know that.
We know that. Jesus Christ. Even a paraplegic could win a marathon if no one else is running. We're not stupid.
We're not stupid is right.
What do we got? Bob Grant? You know, Mike and the Mad Dog?
Right.
Come on. There's nothing going on in afternoons. We're comfy here.
Mike and the Mad Dog discussing the Jets situation for 40 straight hours.
Let's say the tuna was on Mars. All right? Let's say there was a football team on the Martian surface.
They have to just find their stories over there now.
We're not doing mornings.
No, we're not.
We're staying right here. The rock and roll dentist is wrong on this prediction.
The radio dentist.
No, call him the rock and roll dentist.
I wonder if he's like a program director at his office, and like he programs the music that you hear. All right, I'm going to need some Bach and that. And then later on in the afternoon, I think we might go to something heavier like some Beethoven for some of the younger patients that might come in.
Oh, too funny. Hey, Rich, what's going on?
Hey, guys, I got a question for you. I do a lot of posting on different boards on the Internet. Could you give out the web address so we could go on and start doing some goof posts on it?
Well, we don't want to F the guy up, because if you're just going to post, like, curses or something,
no. I mean,
then he takes them off, and it's just a pain in the ass for him, and we don't want to do that. I mean, if you got something fun to post about the radio dentist and stuff, that'd be funny.
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
If you want to go out of your way, I'll make it real easy. If you know the unofficial website address,
sure.
Under the link section, there's a link to the New York radio message board.
Okay, I mean, I ain't gonna post nothing dumb. Just maybe something a little funny, goofing on it.
No, what's even better than posting is just reading some of the real post on there.
Yeah.
You'll laugh your butt off.
These guys' lives are this pathetic that they're actually sitting down and thinking of this stuff.
They had a whole discussion a while back. They truly believe that what should happen to WNEW, the legendary 102.7 WNEW, this should turn into a standard station.
Yeah. Hey,
Standards.
Standards. Because I wanted him to do a cleaning on my girlfriend's mouth after she gives me a rusty trombone. You know, because I don't want to be kissing that unless he can go in there and, do the old...
Well, Opie and I are starting the New York dentist message board. As a matter of fact, we're going to start critiquing some of Allan's work.
Oh, and one more thing. Paul's still a Packer.
All right. Oh, very good from yesterday. Thank you, Rich.
Goodbye.
All right. It's just amazing, though. And 99% of the people that post to the New York radio message board, the legit posters, absolutely hate Ant and I and want us to go away.
Oh, yeah, they want us gone in the worst way.
And every time our ratings, drop, a couple tenths of a point during, a trend, they're called. We get, ratings every month, basically. They're all over the place. See, I told you they were just a fad. It's just a matter of time before they're gone, and we'll have our classic rock back on NEW. What are you laughing at here? They got posts all over it now?
Yeah. Someone wrote Opie and Anthony, ha, 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 you rule. Stop reading this board then if you have a problem with this board. We don't have a problem with the board. We love the board.
We don't have a problem.
It's fun to read.
Ant and I, we consider ourselves comedians, but we can't even match up to the comedic stylings of these people posting on the New York radio message board. They're starting a new rumor on the New York radio message board as I speak, Ant.
Yeah.
WNEW is going to be O&A all day. Very good. That was from Ziggy. All right, and we got to take a break.
All right.
But it's just hilarious. It's so stupid. Keep writing your nasty posts about us. We really don't care.
Sometimes I think Allan slipped and shot the Novocaine directly into his brain. We do like him, though. I mean, he's got to be a fun guy to run a radio message board. If you're a dentist, you need a sense of humor.
He's actually had an open mind about our show from the beginning. I appreciate that much about it.
Imagine, like, you go to get your dentist, your tooth drilled, and you're Opie or Anthony, and you sit in the dentist chair, and you realize, he goes, "Hi, I'm Allan Sniffen." It's like,
Mike, you're next. What's going on?
Oh, my teeth, that noise, my eyes are watering. Oh, my God. I swear to God, I feel like I'm actually singing that shit, just hearing it over the radio.
You know what that is? That's actually one of these in fast motion.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, you just speed it up.
I feel it like in the bottom of my teeth. I can't take the pain.
Yeah, isn't that bad?
It works as a car starter, too, Opie.
Yeah, I know. Watch this. Watch this.
When coupled with this, you take that, put it together. That's your car this winter.
Son of a bitch! You always try one time too many.
You got cables, man?
All right.
You got cables?
Well, thank you, Mike.
All right.
Peace. There goes Mike. 1027 WNEW, it's Opie and Anthony.
Too funny.
You guys make us pee our pants, man. I'm telling you. Oh, I haven't laughed that hard in so long, Ant. The commercials were playing, and we went to the New York radio message board. We just did 20 minutes on how stupid the New York radio message board is. You can find the link through the unofficial Opie and Anthony website in the link section, but they discussed the most mundane and stupidest things about New York radio on this message board.
Yeah.
And they're like purists to the radio.
Yeah, they would
Radio field.
They would love if all broadcasting went back to the way it was in the 50s, I think. You know, you just you play your songs, you give your time and weather checks, and then you're back into songs.
Correct.
Makes you a great job.
Correct.
Yeah. That's what they want. But, you know, they have us in New York to talk about. So they bash us.
So we pretty much trashed the New York radio message board and pretty much explained how everyone who posts on there are a bunch of tools.
There's a couple of good people.
And we begged our listeners to be intelligent and if you want to check out the New York radio message board for yourself through the link section of the unofficial website, to be nice and stuff, right?
Of course.
You freaking bastards.
It's hysterical.
I got to stress once again, they take it really seriously on this New York radio message board.
Yes, they're very pure with their radio.
Why don't you read some of the postings that have made the New York radio message board?
Double dong dildo to be used as new WNEW antenna. See, all the rumors get started on this thing. People just come up with this stuff. They say we're going to mornings.
Right.
And then they say it's absolutely true we're going to mornings. We're not. They always speculate as to what the new format will be here at NEW. This is the format.
Right.
But they keep speculating. So I guess our own listeners are throwing their own rumors in. One of them being that a double dong dildo will actually be used as NEW's antenna high above the Empire State Building.
Some of the other postings. Ken just writes lesbians.
O&A to quit afternoon drive and become dentists. As you know, the head of this radio board, the guy that runs it, is actually a dentist. It's pretty funny.
Steve Mason posting. My show is Allan's Novocaine.
Need dental help? Pubes caught in my teeth? Every people here are soliciting for dental help.
Toby Tom posting on the New York radio message board. I will give O&A a rusty trombone to keep my time alive. Tata Toothy making a posting. My gums blow up. A new rumor coming in on the message board, and from Josh. Opie and Anthony hire away Jackie the Joke Man.
Well, look at this one. Under the posting, I am gay, it's posted by Will Pendarvis. It says, I'm willing to get a dirty Sanchez from Spaz to keep my job. I am desperate. Will Pendarvis.
Well, we can't confirm that one. But that's what happens.
The funny thing about this radio message board. There's no accountability.
Right.
So any rumors that have started, any people, you don't even have to use your real name on this thing. I don't understand how rumors get started off of this thing.
Right.
I've seen legitimate journalists that use this page as a source. I wonder if we'll be reading in the Daily News tomorrow in Hinckley's section about the double dong dildo is now being used as NEW's new antenna. I'm going to whiz my pants over here.
I am so glad we finally attacked this stupid board because it's been driving me nuts. Oh, now it's just out of control. I want to give Opie a reach around. I am gay, O&A rule, O&A. Nothing will beat the double dong dildo.
Well, I don't know. Plenty of rumors come up.
Mark has the gayest laugh I've ever heard. Now they're commenting about what they're hearing in the studio, Ed.
Well, we've covered the entire first page of the message board.
You guys rock. I'm laughing so freaking hard.
They're going to be none too happy about this.
No. Oh, they'll be discussing this for a month or two. Very good job, guys. Very good job. Very, very good job. This is Tom Chiasano. Knock it off. NEW to turn into the 24-hour Rick Springfield station.
Uh-oh. Who let that cat out of the bag?
Oops. We didn't want anyone to know that one. Dentist approved.
Radio message board to be used as instant feedback for O&A. That's pretty funny, man.
Oh, man, you guys are making us laugh really hard. I got to stress once again how serious they take this message board.
Yes.
Gobble,
Absolutely.
Gobble by Don Imus.
Don Imus.
Checking in with Gobble, Gobble.
My sides hurt now. I was laughing too hard.
Very funny.
Coughing up phlegm.
Very funny. I think they've shut down the message board.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah, I think they shut it down.
I was wondering about that.
No, they definitely won't allow any more posts at this time, I think. There's hundreds of them now.
Oops.
Hundreds of them.
I just got a forbidden message when I went to post something.
Oh, really?
Just there. I had to check if it was still rolling. No, he shut her down.
I think that's payback, to be honest with you, for all the mean, nasty things that stupid board has said about our radio show.
Yeah, that's it.
Our listeners are very, very powerful, aren't they, Anthony?
You shut it down.
You guys shut down a very important message board.
Look at it. It's nice to see some real postings, though. These are fun postings.
I'd go to this every day to read this stuff.
Like, what will become of WGVV?
Right.
Like, who cares? Will they become a standard station, or will they go to jazz? No. When you get postings like Spaz and Ricky Martin seen on jet ski in Florida, and Aunt's mom to make appearance at Virgin Megastore.
What's under that one? Can we even read it on the air?
Probably not.
No.
Radio message board to be used as instant feedback. That one's great. Give Opie a reach around.
Very good. You guys made us very happy today because the trash they were talking about us on that thing for the last year and a half.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Payback's a bitch. All right. Rick, no one can post on the board anymore.
I know.
They shut it off.
They shut it off.
I couldn't even access it because I wanted to check some out. I like the Richard Tom posting. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
Jim on line 7. 4 out of 5 dentists recommend O&A. Rock, you're next. What's up?
What's up, guys?
All right.
I'm on the site now. I believe they deleted all the messages. I only see 2 left.
Oh, yeah, look at that.
They're deleting them.
Oh, well.
That's all right. That message board is up 24/7.
Oh, I love the ones when they jumped in on Tubby Tom. Those are great.
They're hilarious.
Oh, Woo!
Well, you guys did a great job with that today. Thank you.
Oh, we pounded it, man.
All right.
Rock on.
Thank you, Rock.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
I could see him sitting there at his little keyboard deleting all the...
Listening to us right now. Hi, Alan.
How you doing, Alan?
Alan the
What's up,
dentist from the New York Radio Message Board.
Isn't there a patient in the blue room?
All right.
I guess Alan checked in. Hey, Opie and Anthony, thanks for all the promotion. It's nice to know the power of this board is so great that I have successfully manipulated you to give me free promotion. Trust me, you will be doing mornings. Your friend, Dr. Allen.
We're not going to do mornings. I actually like the guy.
Yeah, he's a person.
Because I feel like he's old school.
Yeah.
But he at least has an open mind to understand why our show does work.
Yeah.
In New York. You know, there are people interested in this crap that we call the Opie and Anthony Show, believe it or not.
Figure that one out.
Figure that out is right. All right. Should we leave Alan and his New York Radio Message Board alone for a while?
Yeah.
Have the listeners back off a little bit?
Yeah, because I want to be able to read some of the postings from the actual people that usually post, you know.
All right.
Some of those fun people. Checking the radio message board. I think he still has it shut down, Opie.
Oh, yeah, because I'm sure our listeners are still pounding that.
We'll wait until after we're off the air, but
hey, Rick,
remember, there is a link on the unofficial website.
1027 WNEW. It's the Opie and Anthony Show. Thanks for checking us out today. We appreciate it. And we have audio from Allan Sniffen, too.
Oh, yeah.
He was talking about us on the New York Radio Message Board.
Yeah, he does like a real audio radio show kind of thing. I guess in between cleanings, fillings, and x-rays.
Right.
He has time to do a little real audio recording of his opinions of New York radio.
Well, our faithful listeners attacked the New York Radio Message Board last night.
Yeah.
They continue to attack it as we speak, and we kind of told you guys to lay off because it was funny, but
yeah,
we kind of like the guy, actually, because he does have an open
sort.
mind as far as what we're doing here at NEW. One of the few that post on the New York Radio Message Board.
How could you not like your friendly neighborhood dentist?
Right.
You know? Seems like a nice enough guy.
Yeah, he's all right.
The only thing is, if you listen to his... what he calls board reflections.
Right.
It's his own private little radio show on the computer, Opie.
Yes.
He sounds like friggin' Tom Leykis.
Are you serious?
His voice sounds like Tom Leykis.
Do you want to get into it now?
I guess we could a little bit.
I got it somewhere here. Keep talking, man. I got to find it.
Me and Rick were listening to it a little bit. And he goes off on a whole thing about us and morning radio. And
well,
he insists we're doing morning.
I hope you were listening yesterday because it was really, really, really funny. We were talking about the New York Radio Message Board. There's a bunch of tools that need lives that discuss all the important issues that are that concern New York radio.
Or they think are important issues.
And what are some of the examples they've discussed in the past?
Oh, my God. They come up with these stations I never heard of. Should WXAZ do standards?
Right.
And then there's a whole, 20 answers to the question. What should WNEW do next? And then there's, 20 more people with different opinions.
And they're all old school. I mean, they're convinced, all the jocks that used to work here.
Yeah.
Still have something to offer to other radio stations in New York.
Oh, and you hear Bring Back Dave and Pat St. John and Carol and have them go back to doing classic rock. It's like, what? It's like, when is the rest of New York radio going to wake up and realize what a talent Carol Miller is? Oh. Yeah, but that's what you get on that. Like I said, a lot of these guys, I picture them, they have their black and white photo of them by the big radio microphone, wearing the suit and tie, and holding the one headphone ear very close to their ear as their little promo shot. And what we're doing here at NEW just repulses them. They hate it.
And they're convinced because they hate it, everyone else should hate it.
Right. So they go on the board and spiel about why we suck and how we suck as the ratings, God willing, continue to rise.
They had a whole discussion how unprofessional we are because, we'll cough and whatever, burp and just, do stupid stuff while the mics are on.
Yeah, maybe our grammar isn't perfect every time we open our yaps. Oops.
As long as we're entertaining and making people laugh, that's all we care about.
But they couldn't imagine opening up a mic and broadcasting the way we do. Right. I mean, that is just heinous.
Tom, what's up?
Hey, what are you guys, a bunch of pussies?
Why?
What? You tell everybody to bash this dentist yesterday, and now you're kissing butt on him.
No, I think you misunderstood us. We said bash the board, but we actually said that Allan's a pretty cool guy and he's had an open mind. The point we were trying to make yesterday is there's a lot of rumors that are started on the New York radio message board that have no substance whatsoever. The latest...
Oh, come on, he put his drill in your mouth.
The latest... shut up, dude.
Fags.
Thanks, Tom. And the latest being that... Ant and I are going to mornings. There's just no truth to that whatsoever.
And he just insists we're going to mornings.
And what happened was the listeners went on the New York radio message board yesterday and started their own rumors, and that's where the comedy came in. Yeah, it was you guys were making us laugh really hard.
Yeah.
So Allan has responded to all the mess we created yesterday and today, Anthony.
Yes. I believe this might be the first time Allan's actually doing his show over a major network.
Yeah. He does these like once a week, these board reflections.
I think if
he gives his opinions on things.
We give him a forum on this show, you think he'll invite us in to do a root canal one day?
And let's not forget, this guy is a dentist.
Yes.
The other WNEW issue, which has come up in the last few days, is Opie and Anthony. You know what the problem is when you discuss people like Opie and Anthony and Howard Stern and so forth, is their fans can't seem to discuss this on the level that it ought to be discussed at. Nobody, including myself, is making any personal attacks against Opie and Anthony. And I'm the one running the board. I did not say anything negative about them. In fact, I think I've been a supporter of Opie and Anthony, and I think they have acknowledged such over the air, that my personal position with respect to them has been a reasonable one. What I did say recently, and I will stand by, is that I thought that they should be doing Morning Drive on WNEW. And I believe they should be. I'm not saying that as a personal criticism of them or their listeners. That's not a knock, and I don't understand why it's being taken that way. From a radio programming point of view, a radio programmer is like somebody who has a hand of cards, and you want to manipulate those cards as if it were a game of poker. You want to use them in such a way that your hand is the strongest. You don't have a personal love for the Jack of Hearts versus the Jack of Spades. Your interest is taking those cards, putting them together in such a way that you'll win. That's what this is all about with radio programming. I'm not knocking Opie and Anthony. I'm only pointing out that it is obviously, at the moment, WNEW's most successful show. The most important day part in radio is Morning Drive. Therefore, it seems to me that the most successful show should be in the most important day part. And that is my whole argument. I understand that they apparently don't want to do Morning Drive. I understand that they would like to have a syndicated deal. I understand all those things. But if I were the program director of WNEW, I would put them on in Morning Drive because that would be the best thing for my radio station. I'm not attacking Opie and Anthony. If anything, I'm giving them a compliment. I'm saying they are so good, they ought to be in ultra prime time as opposed to just prime time, which is what I would consider PM drive. And further, if they were on in the mornings, WNEW could bring in somebody else in afternoon drive and try and develop another personality or personalities for the radio station, which they desperately need to do. If they bring in somebody else new in the morning, they're going to have a very difficult time because it is so competitive. Break in a new voice in a high-profile slot in the afternoons, and they will have a better chance of succeeding. And if all of that works, WNEW is much better off. Now, I understand the Howard Stern argument. Why would Infinity want to put Opie and Anthony up against Howard Stern? Because Howard might get damaged, and why would Infinity want to do that? Okay, that's a legitimate argument. I understand that. It would be a gamble. There's no question putting Opie and Anthony on in the morning. But in my opinion, for whatever that's worth, and it's just my opinion, Howard Stern would do just fine. A lot of people have competed against Howard Stern. John DeBello in Philadelphia, Mancow in Chicago, etc., etc. And Stern always does well. Could he lose a little bit of audience from a direct competitor? Yeah, he could. But the guy's getting around an 8 to a 9 share in New York right now. Let's say he drops a share, maybe even a share and a half. He's still going to be the #1 show. And if WNEW can go from a 0.4 or 0.5, whatever their horrible morning ratings are right now, if they can go from that to a 2.5, if they can do that, then they will be much better off, even if Stern loses a little bit. Because I don't think Opie and Anthony are going to draw just from Stern. They're going to draw from other radio stations. So it seems to me there's a good possibility that they could do well in the morning, and Stern would still do well in the morning. And under those circumstances, Infinity comes out way ahead. They still got Stern, and now they've got a successful franchise at 102.7. Doesn't that make sense? Now, you can disagree with me, but I think there is a logic to it. After all of the discussion and those arguments that I have made on the board, apparently Opie and Anthony decided yesterday that they were going to encourage their fans to come on the New York radio message board and just post crap, which is what went on yesterday afternoon. And you know what? I don't know what was gained by that exactly. Obviously, I can block them. I can delete the posts. I can do all of that stuff. But I'm not sure what was being gained here. Those who want to defend or argue for Opie and Anthony, I encourage you to come on the board. Believe me, I don't want to be the only one expressing my opinion here. That's boring. That's no fun. But come on and debate the issue. What is it that I or somebody else has said on the board that you disagree with? Don't come on there and say, oh, you're all a bunch of DJ wannabes, or you're jealous, or whatever. That's the same crap that Stern's fans spew out when somebody criticizes Howard. And that's a bunch of nonsense. Argue the point. If you disagree with something I or somebody else have said, then take what it is they say and argue with it. That's what debate is all about. That's what makes it interesting. Personal attacks under false names that say nothing only drag the entire forum down and force me to delete the posts. I am not out to get Opie and Anthony. I think they will tell you that. Never mind what I say. Ask them, because they read the board and they know what I've been saying for the past year and a half about their show. If you've got a criticism or a disagreement, then argue it on that level. If you're going to come on and just trash the board, I'm going to delete your posts, and I'm going to block you.
Hey, the drill survive goes on.
Oh. That sound effect is killing people.
I know it is.
Some people really have a problem with that drill.
My favorite is the spit. So there you go.
That's
just making people talk all over the damn city, Anthony.
Sandy from Manhattan. Okay, enough with the dentist bit. I'm getting a cavity just listening. This makes me sick.
Allan Sniffen, the dentist.
Where the hell is that train?
We got the train. The train hit Allan. Poor Allan.
Shut this guy up. Stop, stop, stop. Wow.
But that's what goes on a regular basis on the New York radio message board.
Yeah.
All these armchair quarterbacks.
Figuring it out from the other side of the mic.
Right.
They don't have a show to do here in New York, so they critique the other ones.
Correct.
Wonderful.
All right. What are you trying to cue up?
The last part is really funny.
The last part of Allan's thing? All right.
Really?
Like the last
you sure?
Oh. And he talks about himself and everything.
Oh, great.
About being a dentist?
Right.
Okay.
When I was in dental school.
He did that?
Actually, he's talking about like how he's going to be back on radio and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah? We should give him a show here at NEW.
They should.
Couldn't do any worse than half the shows around here.
We already do. It's called Tom Line.
Hello, I'm Allan. Yeah, I'm having a problem with my molar. I got like this impacted molar. Ow! Ow! Wow, that's fucking hurt. I want to know what to do.
Wow. Hit it with a U-lock.
Right from there?
Yeah, from right there.
All right.
Try that.
Polarizing radio station, whether you love WNEW or hate it right now, and we've got people who feel both ways on the New York radio message board.
Yes.
The fact is that it is a polarizing radio station. Is it talk you can't ignore? Is that true? It's true at least some of the time in terms of radio people. Whether or not that's going to translate into overall ratings and so forth for the station, we'll see. I've argued before, and I will again. I think this radio station is going to succeed. I think it's going to appeal to the right demographics, that it's going to do well. It's never going to be number one, I don't think, but I think it is going to get good ratings with men 18 to 30, 18 to 35, something like that. That's a desirable demographic for advertisers. That means they will be able to sell the station and make money. And, folks, that's what this is all about. And I think WNEW can succeed in doing it. I don't think they're there yet, but I think they're on their way. So I am not a hater of the radio station. So when you attack me personally on the board, you're attacking the wrong guy. All right. With that, this is Allan Sniffen. Thank you for your time this time. Until next time.
Hey, who used to say that? Thanking you for your time this time till next time. Roger Grimsby, I think.
Yeah, I think you might be right.
Was it Roger Grimsby? Hey, Alan, you're ripping off Roger Grimsby, the late Roger Grimsby, Mr. Liver Spot himself.
All right, there goes our pal, the rock and roll dentist, Allan Sniffen. All right?
You gotta love him.
Enough on that topic. We'll move on to other things in just a bit.
Mario, I just canceled my dentist appointment. Sound effects are killing me. Stop, I'm going to the dentist tomorrow. People are freaking out. They can't handle the sound effects. People hate the dentist, man.
Of course. Andrew.
Yo, turn that crap off. It's killing me, guys.
Yeah?
Yeah.
All right, thanks.
Have a good one, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, and let's take a quick break. We'll be back, all right?
All right.